criminal prosecutions, of new inquests, and of the biggest ever investigation into British policing. I think the families would say they feel that after many years of fighting the establishment, that the establishment, both legal and parliamentary, is now on their side. To be fair, this is a legal journey which still has many months, if not years, to run. It's all based on what the independent report said last month, and there are still lawyers going through that very weighty document to see how they'll proceed. But the families feel that their views are being given equal weight now, and the Attorney General this morning said that he would be listening to them before proceeding, and this afternoon here at Westminster, family campaigners will be giving evidence to the Home Affairs Committee. So they say, Sophie, that they've been fighting for truth and justice. They had the truth last month with the report. Now they say they feel that they are on the way to achieving justice as well.
Julia, thank you very much. The former Bosnian Serb leader, Radovan Karadzic, has begun his defence against charges of war crimes, telling the court he should have been rewarded for all the good things he had done. He told his trial that he had done everything he could to avoid war and to reduce the human suffering. He's pleaded not guilty to 10 charges of genocide, war crimes and crimes against humanity during the war in Bosnia in the 1990s. From The Hague, Alan Little reports.
His case has changed hardly at all in 20 years. It was his duty, he said, to rescue the Serb people from the threat of genocide they faced when Yugoslavia collapsed. He had not chosen war. He was a mild and tolerant man who had struggled for peace, he said.
Everybody who knows me know that I'm not an autocrat, that I'm not aggressive, that I'm not intolerant. On the contrary, I'm a mild man, a tolerant man with great capacity to understand others.
Karadzic argued that the Serbs had not started the war. Muslims and Croats had armed themselves and formed illegal militias. Anti-Serb extremists had seized control of the Bosnian police.
Karadzic's case is that the Serbs had no choice. They were a people who knew their history, he said. They'd been faced with genocide before and were threatened with genocide again. All members of the international community came, he said, with such enormous prejudice against the Serbs that there was nothing we could do to get the truth across.
Karadzic claimed that many of the atrocities for which Serbs were blamed had been staged for the international media. These pictures of a Serb-run detention camp in 1992 were faked, he said. The Western media did more damage to the Serbs than NATO bombs. The 1994 Market Square bombing in Sarajevo, in which a single shell killed 68 people, was also staged, he said. Some people had died, but most of the dead bodies were fake. Some were brought from a morgue already dead. Others were plastic models from shop windows.
It is a shameless orchestration. Obviously, some people got killed by that explosion, but we also saw Android mannequins being thrown onto trucks, creating